Hey guys, Amber and Jason here today. Jason's driving.
Hi guys. Not very fast.
Yeah, we're going, it's going to take us 22 minutes to go 3 miles. And so I was like, well, let's cut a video. He's like, right now? I go, yeah, what else are we going to do? We've got 22 minutes to go 3 miles to get to our house. So this video, Jason called Trust the Process. I'm going to talk about a few things. Let's talk about, one, why we're looking at moving. It is Sunday, you guys. At 1:30 in the afternoon, we went to yoga, which is down where we do most of our stuff.
I beat it.
Jason beat yoga today. We had Sally Cruz as an instructor today. She did an amazing job. Awesome playlist. And so now it's a Sunday afternoon and it's taking us an extensive amount of time to drive home. Okay, so the reason why we want to talk about Trust the Process is, I mean, we're going to use a house for an example today, but I might use a few other examples because we're just like, Jason just said as we were driving home, we just left breakfast, he's like, everything's feeling so good. It just feels so good. We do have a ton of uncertainty up in the air right now, you guys, but it still feels good. Okay, so the certainty is we want to move. You guys know that, right? And it's like, 20 miles east of here, so it's not that far. Do you guys just want to take a peek at this? This is like traffic. This is like, I know, we live in this small, tiny little town, you guys, in Northwest Florida, and we're just stuck in traffic, because we live in, I don't know, vacation town, I guess. Okay, so you guys know, we've looked at many lots. We even started looking at a few houses the other day. We walked into this house the other day, and we were like, oh, I mean, did we love it?
We loved it.
It was amazing. And it was just amazing, okay? Now, the lot was 0.2 acres. Okay, so I was like, do we have a pool? I don't know if we can have a pool. Actually, we have dogs. Is there any? Look at, people are honking. Like,
they don't honk at Jason.
Who are they honking at?
I don't know.
They weren't honking at you?
No, I think no.
They just honk, right? It's a vacation community and they just honk and it's busy. Okay, so oh, Jason's nice. Look at him. He's just waving people in. Come on through. The dude is not paying any attention.
This is a universal. You
Hello?
have to be aware.
Hey, go.
Hey, McFly.
Yeah, McFly. There you go. Okay. So we go to this house and the house is like great, and like we're like, oh, it's 0.2 acres and it's got a small lot, but it's got this amazing what's it called, Jay? Like the center. It's like a gym, community center.
Yeah.
Gym and what? Pool, gorgeous
marina.
Pool, has a marina, so we could get a space at the marina for our boat. It was amazing. So this is how fast we make decisions, though, you guys. We are pulling out, and it's on this road. You guys get it? This road where you just see traffic, and there's no stop light. And we literally get there. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon. That we would have to turn against traffic the whole time, and we pull up, and Jason's like, okay, this might be a showstopper. I'm like, this might be a showstopper. We're both like, there's no stoplight. We're like, there's no stoplight. And we both look at each other, we're like, it's a showstopper. And that's just how fast we made the decision. It was awesome. Now, there's this other piece of property, you guys, that it's so funny. It's we found some property. We've become an expert at, what are they called? Plat maps. The county that we live in.
Plat maps.
Yeah, plat maps, and seeing who owns land. So Jason and I and our realtor Jody is awesome, and we just like, I'm like, who owns this? Who owns this? And we find plat maps, you guys, and we find lots that we might like. We find who owns them, and then I'm like, Jody, can you contact them?
They're not for sale.
They're not for sale. Does that make sense? But there's no house on them. So Jody's like contacting people and writing them letters. Would you be willing to sell? And we're, so we find this area that is a decent amount of land, and we find that this company is segmenting the land into some lots, okay? And there's going to be 4 lots there. So we were talking about like, okay, which lot? And Jason and I drove out there, and it's in a gated community. We're like, oh, that'd be great. And so we're like, do we want 2 lots? Do we want 3 lots? What could we do with 4 lots? Now, you guys, we're from northern Minnesota, so we're used to like space and land. And here, a big lot is like a half an acre. I'm like, okay, so this is like 4 lots on 2 acres, Jay?
Maybe 2 plus.
2 acres, like 2.1, right? 2 acres, 4 lots, and it's called a community. I'm like, awesome. This is called a driveway in northern Minnesota, but this is all great, right? It's perspective, and it's finding appreciation, enjoyment in the perspective. So this morning we're at breakfast, and Jody she's like, okay, I'm just gonna whip something up. Let's just make an offer. So Jody she's a good friend of ours, and she knows us pretty well. So she just made an offer at all 4 lots. She's like, let's just see if they'll take it. We're like, okay. And we read how much the offer was going to be for all 4 lots. And we're like, Jason's like, what was your reaction?
This just got real.
He goes, yeah, this just got real. And then Jason's like, all right, whatever. Let's just trust the process. Let's just go for it. Let's just,
Figure it out.
we'll figure it out. If they take it, great. And it's that downstream, great. And if they don't take it, then we go from there. So we're like, all right, Jody, just go for it. See if we can get all 4 lots, right? So our whole thing with trust the process is, even though things are really great for Jason and I right now, there are some things that are, I mean, like, there's some things with Augie, like in his childcare, that are really, I mean, we spent a significant amount of time between last night and this morning on like organizing childcare and who's going to drive him, who's going to pick him up. And then we've got Lauren, and then we've got Sally, and then we've got like this team, you guys, because a few things are just not quite working out the way that we anticipated we're going to work out with his, childcare, which is great. It's uncertain, but we'll figure it out, right? And then there's a few things with our business. I mean, our business is so great right now. We have the most amazing team, and we're grateful. And, there's always a season for greatness, and there's a season for recalibrating and more discovery. And right now, the season is in the season of just minor optimization and calibration, but pretty much we're in a season of greatness. What I do know is, in the season of greatness, don't get lazy. Right? And so Jason and I right now, we're entering into like, maybe like a 7 or a 10-day mastermind at the end of this week with a bunch of amazing leaders. And we have a lot of uncertainty around it, but it feels great. And we're just going to trust the process that something awesome is going to come out of it. So I think the message is, even in the uncertainty, now we're pulling into the driveway, or no, the community. Even sometimes, you guys, in the uncertainty, I think we're both being led right now, like things feel good. Right? So when things feel good, so funny. Jason was a man of many words until I turned the camera on, and now you're not saying anything.
I'm shy.
You are not shy, and don't say you're. Yeah, listen to him. I'm like, and don't say you're driving either.
This is your Facebook. This is Amber J. Wick, not Jason A. Wick.
Yeah, you're a guest speaker today.
Oh, I didn't know I was speaking.
You aren't. Okay, so even in the season of uncertainty, you guys, just intuition is about how does it feel, and if it feels good, move forward, and you just trust the process, right? And if you come up with a roadblock, or so you get some resistance, you go, okay, great, I shift, right? The resistance is there on purpose to get us to shift, but right now we're trusting the process, we're moving forward. There is a lot of uncertainty, there's a lot of shifting going on in Augie's world, but it's going to be great.